Are you ready to leave? The Horadric Cube, an alchemical device created by Zoltan Kuhl. It is a thing of imbuing, combining, remaking. There are precious few of them left. Most were lost. The last few decades, they have been dark years for the Horadrim. I feared this question would come. The heavens have seen humanity in many ways. Sometimes a nuisance, sometimes a threat. But whenever they've involved themselves in mortal affairs, it has always ended in calamity. Now most of them are hoping you die out on your own. No time to waste, then.
For the first time, it felt like we had a chance. A real chance. Could still be dead come dawn, but wouldn't have been the worst trade.
Turn around, Mainlander. Mountain's awake. Whole town is leaving. You should too.
Keep moving. Take only what you need.
How far is the vault?
Less than a day's walk?
You people are going up the mountain now.
Uh-huh.
It was the first vault the Horadrim ever built. Now it's one of the last.
We'll find what we need there, no doubt. They call it Hephaetrus, after the Ascari hero. Mountain's always been a grumpy one, but not like this.
Yes, we both have.
When we were young and vibrant. Met Adriana on that trip.
Perhaps, but we must reforge the blade, and the vault is our best chance. In all the history of the Horadrim, every attempt to deal with Mephisto has ended in disaster. If we can banish him to the void, it is worth any risk.
So, we'd best move now, before things get any worse. Let's go.
Some fall into the grave and some jump.
Stay close. Beware.
Watch your flanks. Move as one. Only a single path up this mountain, and it's not likely to be easy.
Stay on guard. There shall be more.
Watch it! Rock's barely holding.
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Behind me, now! Certain I could still do that.
But you weren't certain. But halfway odds that all this ended in a great ball of flame. Damn you to it. Tara hasn't seen anything like this in an age.
Lilith. Is this your father's doing?
Lilith?
She jabbering in your ear again?
No.
We should keep moving.
Just have to find another route. There. That's on. Might be a way through.
Let us be quick. The longer we remain here, the greater the risk.
boots are melting.
Shall I carry you?
Hells. Would you? Who chose to build the vault here? Jerry? Ibn? Who? Of course it was. I smell fresh air. We're getting close.
To me.
Keep at its flank. Choose your strikes.
Hold, my friends. To me.
Choose your strikes.
Hold, my friends. Forces of creation in all their glory. We should leave as soon as we are able. Good. The vault isn't far from here. We press on.
Oh, well, I suppose we have a way back.
Hold fast. shall be safe here. Here. This is it.
The door's sealed shut. Looks like your work.
I had to make certain no one would disturb this place. Lorath helped me break the seal. Something's wrong.
I could damn well see that. Keep them off us. What was that about?
I don't know. The way is open. Come.
The Guardian. I forgot that monstrosity was here.
It will not harm us. The cube is just ahead. On your guard! One of the Haradrim must have left a trap to ward off demons. Or the demon-blooded.
Seems like something with the rain material.
Yes, it does. The door has been sealed. Runic locks. 4 of them.
One for each Haradrim. Jared Kane, Ibn Fard.
Zoltan Kuhl and Tarasha. They would have left the keys here, in case they were ever needed. Come, we start our search in the scriptorium.
Did they not tell you about any of this?
I was distant in those days. When you are ready, I will open the way. You've seen the power of this land for yourself. Where better to make weapons against the burning hells? They were the greatest thinkers of their time, but also unruly, unpredictable. I tried to temper them, to point them towards a greater good. But all of that is in the histories. I doubt I could tell you much more.
Never known Tyrael to pass off a good yarn.
Jared Kane's refuge.
What's that stone there? Be welcome to this place of words, Haradrim. Oh, the path is open. Let these scribes be your hand when you cannot hold a quill. They know our tongue.
Chas Arket.
They're speaking Haradric, and they don't like you much. Looks like a ward of some sort. What's written on the stones? Blank.
Waiting to be inscribed.
Well, this is a scriptorium. Plenty of words to choose from. Let's take a look around.
Russia would bring the others to task. But Fod is too suspicious, and Cool is too arrogant. Talrasha tries to kindle the fire in their hearts, without seeing that they burn each other. But he is right to try. Too much is at stake. If I must force them to cooperate, so be it.
Something of a recluse, wasn't he?
They all were, in their own ways. The only thing that brought them together was need. Terrible need.
Skovos has a lesson for us. Be wary of the heavens and hells alike. Neither understands us. Neither will allow us to grow. Perhaps Tyrael knows this. Perhaps it is why he brought us together. Only to leave. Humanity is in its infancy. The Haradrim will be its coming of age. My son sent word. A fire took the monastery. Adric and the monks are dead. The Lord of Terror walks the west. Catalog of Duncraig Monastery. Liber Mundi. Lost. The passing of the day. Lost. A monologue to death. Lost.
Jared was the one who devised the Haradrim language. He hoped it would be a beacon for all those who followed him, and a way to safekeep our secrets.
What becomes of us? Damn a Blake. Seriously, you know it?
This is the wisdom of the Tarn. For all things end in winter. The answer is frost. Kidu.
He was Deckard's great-grandfather removed, or what have you. Deckard took after him, but Jared was a bit of a shady character, to be honest. There's this story about Jared. Apparently a plague rolled through his village when he was a kid. Where everyone else died, he and his family survived. Can't prove it, but I think he might have made a bargain with something bigger than himself. Got in over his head, got the Viserais' attention, and got recruited then and there.
A novel theory.
said hello. What moves the body? Oh, that's any Edward. The answer is lightning. Urtu. But hold on. These are the elements of the Vizier, Jared's clan. Tanu, Urtu, Kidu. Fire, lightning, frost. There we are.
Take the sigil. That will be our key. I remember seeing him here, bent over his desk. He did not smile when he saw me. A terrible weight pressed upon his heart made his head bow. But his hand never left the page. He wrote on into the night.
Hold fast.
We should return to the main chamber. Jared and I were never close. He did not trust me. But he is the reason the Haradrim remembers itself. The symposium, where Ibn Fard taught the younger Haradrim. That smell.
Pipeweed. Vard had a habit. Strange-looking thing.
Fard's sigil must be in here.
That statue in the center of the room. I want to give it another look. Is this?
An illusion. These are the fractured peaks.
Oh, hells. That damn statue. I knew there was something it reminded me of.
They are coming!
I need time.
You have it. Our lives are yours.
Tal Rasha.
The vault shall be safe now. Those who hunt us will be forever lost in the forest.
Fard must have trained Haradrim in this place. Cyril, you alright?
Yes. I had not expected to see them again. Let's press on.
At times I wonder if I am the only mage here with a shred of caution. Tyrael presents us with 3 stones. Fragments of the world stone itself. And who do we hand them to? Zoltan Kuhl. He is the most gifted transmutationalist among us, true, but the man reeks of ambition. And he looks at those stones like a wolf in a henhouse. I will be keeping an eye on him. The stone is prepared.
And he knows it. Radrum, the Lord of Hatred, can see us only how he uses us. As his toys, his prey. Today, we become more than that. We become a threat.
They are here.
Be strong, my friends.
To his side.
They know where the true fight will be. I pray for the people of this city.
That day was the first. The first time we imprisoned a prime evil. But it was not without cost. By the battle's end, the city of Abu-Kher had ceased to be.
Tal, I hate to complain, but our last delivery of pipe leaf was abysmal. One breath, and such a painful fog descended that I became lost in my own chambers. For our next order, might we stipulate that the leaf be Chaldean in origin? Tal-Sarak is no substitute. Your name is stricken. No longer will you call yourself Horodrim. To seek what the immortals have is to betray all we are. Bury him.
lost one of their own, not to death, but to a disagreement so deep it could only be resolved by expulsion. It changed them. The path is open. Come.
Perception is a knife with a bladed handle. To see, hear, smell, taste, touch, and sense all that surrounds us is both an incredible power and a path to the asylum. The Amorth mages understood this dichotomy, enough to teach us to wield perception, but precious little for putting it down. How I wish that I could.
Take the sigil.
Cyril, why those moments? Why would Fard preserve them?
I do not know.
Guess then.
Because these are moments every Haradrim will know at some point in their lives, losing everything, even in victory. Let us return. Ibn knew what people were capable of, but he fought for them, all the same. Of course.
What did you lose?
For a time, I lost my way.
That's why you left us. Went west.
So many people died in those years. The quiet, the hunger, the death. It became all there was. Eventually, it was too much to bear. But I found my way back, as we do. The workshop of Zoltan Kulle. Step carefully. I do not know what we will find in here. Beware. Let nothing touch you.
He's the reason of Volk's trying to kill us. Not a doubt in my mind.
Trusted me with the soul stones. When I asked him why, he told me, the stones will show you. I took them to my chambers, hoping for even the smallest sign. But I was met with dark nothingness. I went to bed, frustrated, and a thought crossed my mind. They are nothing to my eyes, as I am bound by the rules of this world. These stones require one to see beyond what is there, to achieve true understanding. Teleported to an unfamiliar place. I'd even begun to cover the cracks in my door with blankets to conceal the flickering candlelight from the other Haradrim. Namely, Russia. I know he worries I'm working myself too hard. But once I can finally show him my work, he'll understand why.
Focused.
Tyrael.
Steady.
Move! We can outlast it. Just hold on. Let's get out of here.
There's the sigil. He spent a month in here. Every day I came to watch his progress. And then, lightning struck. The stone bled light. The vault shook. And when it was over, I could see his teeth shining in the dark. Cool was the one who saw humanity's future, and the one who knew the cost of failure, stagnation. One more. The beating heart of... Get back!
Shite! Kill them before they scatter! What were you going to say? Beating heart of the Haradrim. What was he doing down here?
Tal Rasha was learning to embalm living flesh. Flesh touched by the burning hells.
Full sorry.
Destruction incarnate.
This is old growth. Been this way for a while.
The Fallen were sleeping last time I was here. One must have woken, and it woke all the rest.
A nemesis to focus his energies from wanton chaos to a single infuriating point. It would not divert him long, but thousands might be spared. Suddenly the horses stopped and would not be moved again. I turned round to shout for my mother and father, but when I remembered they were dead, I felt a touch on my shoulder. It was Jared, sitting next to me. The others sat atop the horses, ready to pull me onward through.
This place. He asked me to meet him here. His eyes bored into me. He took my gauntlet in his hand. His finger traced the runes. His lips moved silently as he read them. And then, when he was done, he smiled. That was the last I saw him truly at peace.
That's exactly what Mephisto wants. We keep moving.
Tal Rasha's sigils are now filth. We'll have to cut our way through. Take it. Good. Let us leave. Now. Tal Rasha gave all of himself for the Haradrim, and I cherished him.
Well, that's all of them.
Laura, the Guardian! Warding itself. Go, bring it in close. There.
Untouched all these years. Have the pieces of the blade ready. Once we've prepared the cube, we'll need them. This was Tal Rasha's hand.
Oh, yes. He couldn't stop shaking. He was so eager. Humble, too. Hopeful. But that was a long time ago.
Ah, you forgot.
Ah, yes. You remind me of him, you know?
Is my handwriting that bad?
Only sometimes. But it's more than that. Do you remember when we first met?
It's cruel to test an old man's memory.
You asked this old man how it felt to become mortal. No one else had.
I was presumptuous.
You were compassionate. You showed me how to be human. That's how I knew the Order was in good hands when I left. And it still is. Look. We've shaped the blade that will banish a prime evil.
What's up?
No. You, to my side. We must speak. You said you could handle this. And I have. Have you? Because I am not here by choice. What happened? My father was far stronger than I believed. He is devouring you. And soon, there will be nothing left. I am dying. We have time yet. We must drive him out before he spreads further. Open the way. If we are cautious, we may avoid my father's gaze.
There you are.
Hells, run! Burn him away. Nothing can remain.
Lilith.
Do not speak my name, mongrel.
Cease this. I want to tell you something. All your life, you've surprised me, daughter. You might be the closest thing I have to an equal. But I've never once been surprised by your children. Take this one. She wakes in a barn, your blood in her veins. A gift she doesn't want, from a being she can't understand. What is the first thing she thinks to do? She hunts you, and she kills you. They're all like this, you know. Driven by instinct, rotting in the mud, until satisfied or dead. Your son, his obsessions, his flighty heart. Your servant, Elias, his desperate need for a mother's bosom. All of them, Lilith. is over. You looked inside me. You saw the wounds. You know what your children will do to themselves. You waste so much time making up for their...
Silence!
barred the way. Now, open it!
Enough. She can't hear you. You would never outrun fate, you know. You're just another lamb. But do not fear. Your death will be swift.
It took an eon to make you. To break you will only take a moment.
We will not win this. Quickly, to me! Run, child! I care not if you tire. You will run! My blood runs through your veins. I am within you. I am part of you. So use that strength, damn you! Live!
The storm is still coming.
Of course it is. We did not seal the breach. We did not drive him out. Look. My father is bound to you through me. If you are to live, you must sever the bond. I gave my children a world and the strength to make it their own. And all I have to show for it is you. Yours.
Wake up. Easy there.
What happened?
You fell unconscious and would not wake. Lorath went to find you aid. But you no longer need it, do you?
Hells. Lilith is gone.
I see. Join me. There are things to do before we depart.